Bashers! Welcome everyone to Dirk Weekdays Wednesday Bash. How are you all doing tonight? And who is in the room? We've got Kyle Penna. Happy hump day, y'all. Happy hump day to you. It's not a hump day anymore for me. I'm on YouTube. Carolyn Marison. Take that, you know who. Looking forward to a great show. Mark Sherrod. Hey, Dean. What is happening, Dirk? Wednesday seems to be the quiet YouTube day. Everyone must be doing their washing. I need to do my washing. My God, do I need to do my washing? I was like collecting. Paul goes to his mom's house a lot, and she's got a washer dryer. I don't have one. I go up the street, and I was collecting all my socks and all stuff and blah, blah, blah. And I put it in a bag, and I forgot to tell him. Dumb. So now I've got to go do laundry. Not fun. And I'm lazy now. I gotta say, it works out the same financially to go and do it yourself or to drop it off at this place. It's negligible. It's like $1 or $2. So fuck that. I drop it off because I don't want to do it. Also, laundromats are where all the weirdos are. You ever notice that? You ever notice that when you go to the laundromat, it's like traveling by bus. Get on a plane, you get on a train, it's people going somewhere, blah, blah, blah. You get on a bus, it's just dreg central. There's always like some weirdo in the corner and somebody talking to themselves, somebody smells bad or, any of that stuff. And the laundromat is all the freak shows of the freak shows are there. Weird. Billy G says, evening, folks. Evening, Billy. David Fitzsimmons, whoop, whoop. Whoop whoop you, please siren. Mark Wild, the incomparable Mark Wild. How are you, man? I have a picture. I don't have a lot of pictures tonight, so send me basherdirk@gmail.com. Send me pictures of your cat, your dog, your family, your favorite place to be, your favorite city, and of course your watches. Whatever you got. It's a community to share. Let's just share it all. Everything's going great. I'll give you an update. Everything is going great. Well, kind of. Laverne's doing really well. She's been really active, really hungry, everything's been great. Great. I actually slept 2 days in a row. Well, not slept, like an hour and a half. Then she's coming into the bedroom, feed me. Great. I love it. Wearing a Milgauss, of course. It is not Speedy Tuesday. That was yesterday, but I wore the Speedy all day and then I put this on. So I changed her diet just a little bit because it's really hard to get. She's on, an antibiotic, which is fine. Go put it in the tuna. It's good. She's on what are this other stuff? She's on a steroid. I crushed it once. I told you guys, really bad, not good. So I found this stuff. Well, I didn't find it. A friend told me about this stuff called churros. And it's like this tube of stuff, and it's fish because she's allergic to chicken. I give it to her. She loves it. Me like a dummy. I'm like, okay, baby, you want that? I'm giving it to her so liberally. I didn't realize she got diarrhea like this afternoon, and I almost had a heart attack. I called everybody, called the doctor, went to the vet's office, but I get like a fucking maniac because she's on 4 medications, and her diet is weird now. Instead of her regular stuff, which is this Smalls frozen stuff, it's beef, and that's been great. But she's not getting that now because the hospital was giving her just chunk light tuna, and she loves it because it's tuna. She's a cat. So I mixed a bunch of stuff around, and so she's having a little bit of ready for this fancy feast because it's got gravy in it and it's beef, and she likes it. Giving it to her. So she ate all day today. It was great, hanging around, active, jumping up everywhere she needs to go. Really, really good. And she had a normal bowel movement earlier in the day. Actually, it was the best one she's had since the hospital. And then kaboom. And I just was like, oh God, what to do? So what to do? I don't know. She just ate. She's sleeping now. She's on the couch, and hopefully she'll be relaxed and there won't be any kind of cuckoo-ness. Space Ace says, hello all. Hello, Space Ace. What's going on in Jandel? This will make Oisin happy. Anybody who's a Kiss fan knows that Ace Frehley is from the planet Jandel. More like he's from the planet cocaine and alcohol. Mark Iyer, Irish Mark. Look at that. Hi, Dirk. How are you, man? What's going on? Vasilios. Good evening, Dirk and all. Good evening, everybody. Andrew Wolkovich, right there. Boom. Thank you so much. Upvote for Dirk and subscribe. It doesn't take that much. Just upvote and subscribe if you like being a part of this little group that we call the Bashers. You're bashies. Some of you are bastards. My favorites of all. I love your opinions. I love an opinion when it's the opposite of my own. You know why? Because we can share thoughts, and you can maybe, for my own edification, you can tell me what, stuff I don't know. Because you know what happens when you're in a certain way, you feel a certain way about certain things. You tend to gravitate towards the people who are like-minded, and that's very true. We all like to say, "Well, I only watch Al Jazeera," or whatever, and that's nice. I do, but I do flick around, and I actually watch. I don't do it on purpose. Well, I do it on purpose. What am I talking about? I'll put on like Newsmax just to see like the level of crazy. There's a level of crazy. Like I don't watch who's the girl on MSNBC. I don't watch her either. Like when people are too far left or too right, it just give me a break. I don't want to deal with it. How did I get on this shit? Oh, because of people. We love your comments. I love what you have to say. Because you know what? People inform people. That's how it works. Real news is bullshit, as we all know. So where's Toaster McDonkey? Where's he been? I'm worried about him. He wasn't here last night, and he always offers the best right of the track's opinion. Shane McGee, evening all. Shane, you're playing the game. Now, take that, you know who. Jim Lassick, I've achieved lemon bar status. I just saw that. You know what? Thank you so much. I started the little Patreon last week, and so for now I've got 9 of you, and that's I'm overwhelmed by the love and support for the channel and for me and for Laverne, and everybody's been so kind. And this is what I plan on doing for. I don't want to go back to the bar. I don't want to go back to the bar. I don't want to. I think about it. I was talking to Paul the other night about how when I was like 18, I passed the fireman's test. And it was hard. The written test was a joke, but you had to drag like lug equipment and a dead body upstairs, and it was really fucking. But people were throwing up. I didn't. I'm a tough little Irishman, and I was thinking I would be retired with a pension right now, or dead, because 9/11 happened in the middle of that. Think about it. My local place over here. They lost like 6 guys, heroes. Maybe I'm just wasn't cut out for that. Scotty H. Hi, Laverne's human. Thank you so much. I'm definitely her human. Definitely I am. Ray, the world has turned. The world has turned. What do we do to turn it back? What do we do to help soothe the planet? We get rid of all the cunts of the world is what we do. We get rid of all these self-serving, self-aggrandizing fuckers that have power. Don't worry about the act. I am an actor. Don't worry about those guys. That doesn't really matter. But, like when people say, hey, but actors open up their mouth, you know what? They just have a bigger microphone. That's it. I have a microphone now. I can spew my shit, but my shit changes because things you get like somebody will tell you something and then you'll research and you find out, oh shit, I didn't know that. Or you could tell them the same thing and we share opinions and we come to a conclusion. You know how many times me and my friends have sat around over a couple of bottles of wine and solved Israel and Palestine? We've done it. We've actually done it. Jon Stewart did it the other night. It was amazing. Anybody ever watched that guy? Holy mackerel. He's just a level of funny and smarts. I just can't wrap my head around him. Andrew got off a bit early. Andrew, welcome to the live chat. Da, 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 da. We need like some heralding music, like trumpeters, trumpeter swans. Richard Petrie. Good evening, good evening, Richard. I love your last name, Petrie. It's like Rob Petrie from the Dick Van Dyke Show. What a great theme song. Remember when shows had great theme songs? I don't even know if they have that anymore. So all of them. You can name every single show from way back in the day. They all had. I guess Friends was the last one. There's been some good music for shows. Succession, that guy. Nicholas Britell, Juilliard guy, Steinway artist. Crazy. The music on that show was amazing. And the thing about it is that theme song, which is outrageously good, throughout the show, he would do like a reggae version, a bossa nova version. He'd do a choir version. He used that theme throughout. He wrote new compositions, but that guy, Nicholas Britell, amazing. Time to buy Laverne some catgrass. Oh gosh, well don't say that because that's the vomity thing, and I need to stay away from that because that'll freak me out because she hasn't done that since, but she's got the other thing. Mark Gerard, always love seeing Laverne's tail go by when he would get around to the 2-hour mark doing these bashes. She made a guest appearance last night. It would be great if she did it again tonight. But I'm kind of hoping she just relaxes and has a nice snooze, so I don't have to worry about if she's using the litter box and having not a good go at it. I'm just really hoping that was a one-off. She's on a bunch of medications. I gave her a new food, and I'm trying to not hit the panic button. Mark Wild says, having a pet is incredibly stressful, but also rewarding. Sure is. My dog is 13 in a few weeks, and I cannot contemplate him not being here with me. I just make sure that every day I try to keep him happy. Me too. I had the most beautiful dog in the whole wide world. Her name was Dinga. I found her when she was a baby. She was on the street. I had her for 17 years. She was I didn't know how to walk on the street by myself. I didn't know how to operate. I was out of sorts for quite a while. I didn't really know how to she's sitting here on my desk. She's got a big urn. I didn't really know how to operate without her because we were freaking frack everywhere. She went everywhere with us. You know, cats can't go everywhere with you because cats don't like to travel like that. But she was in the car, or she put her head out the window. She was the greatest, and she really was the greatest dog ever. Carolyn Martin says, starts by buying a DeLorean. To go back when everything was good, right? Time travel. One day we'll figure out this time travel thing, because time isn't real anyway. It's a human construct. We made it up. You know, the universe is, who the fuck knows? You know, Big Bang. Now they're saying that's probably not true anymore. It's amazing. Bob Sacamano, do you believe in karma or instant retribution? Well, it depends. It all depends. I have to say that for the most part, that all the evil assholes that I've ever known in my entire life never seem to get theirs. And then all the really good people I know seem to get fucked up. So I don't know if I believe in that. I believe in Hammurabi's code at this point. You know, here's one for you that will either make me very popular or very unpopular with the gang. When it comes to punishment of people, and it's really tough to talk about, when people get sentenced and all that shit. But when there's conclusive video evidence or DNA evidence or whatever evidence that somebody raped or killed or did something unspeakable, I think you should just turn them over to the family. I don't think you should go through a judicial system so they can get pot sent into their cell. And I just think bad machines are bad machines. And I'm not saying death penalty. I'm saying turn them over to the family and let them come up with the punishment for it. That's what I think. I don't know. Is that popular or is that unpopular? Tell me what you think. I just think there should be like a big arena, and the door should open, and there should be the family on one side, and it should be the convicted on the other side. But I'm not talking about, circumstantial evidence and stuff like that, because I truly believe that you have to prove somebody to be guilty. I need proof because, we've got too many people in jail who don't belong in there, and we have too many people who aren't in jail who belong in there. Nick Sisto says, good evening all. And give me your opinions on that. I'd be curious to know what you think. I say, turn them over to the family. Andrew Davidson. Hi, Dirk. Happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday to you. Melly C. Good day, Dirk. Mark Sherrod again. Bill Ackman crushed it on Lex Friedman's stream. I haven't seen that yet, but I love Lex Friedman. Love him. He had a good solution for Israel-Palestine too. I can't wait to watch it. I will watch it after the show tonight. Thank you so much for turning me on to that. I don't catch Lex anywhere near as much as I want. I tend to fall into Lex because I have so many alerts on YouTube for stuff. But I love him. I love that guy. I love his show. I love how paced and quiet he is. He's just one of those super brainiacs. Easy E. Dirkles sent you an email of my friend's budding Rolex collection. Well, do I see it here? Very good. I've got my emails right over there on that screen. We shall see, shan't we? No work tomorrow. Dean says, Dirk, done 1 bottle of red wine now on Rattler cider. Oh boy, cider. Oof, it's Nathaniel Hannon. I'm Larry. This is my brother Daryl, and this is my other brother Daryl. Exactly, Bob Newhart. Oh, you're very good, man. That's the second Bob Newhart show. There was 3 altogether, but the first one with Suzanne Plachette, of course, was the classique one. But that's the second one when he had the I think it was Vermont, right, or New Hampshire or something New Englandy, something like that. Hey, look at this. Super chat. JBB, $10 US in American currency. Thank you so much for that. Wow, that's really nice. Steve McDonald, who I now know as well. I will never forget it. At least you're still a Celt. Thank you. The Welsh culture, I have to say, is so fucking intriguing to me because they're there on the west coast of England, and they are totally a different race of people. They share the same landmass. Yeah, Scotland, the same could be said for them too, but the Welsh are a totally different anomaly. They look different, they behave differently, their culture is different, and like I said, the greatest singers, the singers that come out of there, Tom Jones, Shirley Bassey. I mean, at least the loudest singers, that's for sure. That's the Rattler will put you to bed fast. Yeah, cider. Don't do that. Don't do the cider. Cannot do it. Cannot do it at all. Can't do it. Can't do it. Can't do it. Can't do it. Dean with the super sticker. Boom. You know what's really funny? This is a RGP pen that the lovely and beautiful Carolyn Martin bestowed upon me, and I found out that it has the most beautiful tone when I hit the bell. And so here's, I think I told you guys this yesterday. The second gong came and it was just as bad as the first one. Paul's off during the day tomorrow. I'm going to go to Sam Ash and I'm going to go. I picked out this Zildjian. It's a Zildjian tabletop gong. It's a lot. It's very fucking pricey, but fuck it. I've been saying gong forever and I've been failing you. So I'm going to go get this stupid gong because the other gongs are like 39, 59, and 7. There's 3. I had 3 of them and they were like tinfoil, banging on tinfoil. I was like, this is not going to work for bashers. I need one that goes. That's the one I'm going to get. The lovely and talented Michaela de Chatillon, my cohort, one of the sartorial sluts for Monday night. I can't wait to see you next week. We had a week off because Sheen's feeling a lot better. He got some antibiotics in him, and we'll have him back in shape. I'm sure he'll be back for Who Needs a Drink, and so hopefully he's back for Friday Bashers because that's when we let loose and the gloves come off. Right, I'd only be good in acting if I was like the mean Irish guy, right? And meanwhile, I'm the most docile person in the universe. I've never been in a fight. Never. I've always been able to either talk my way out of a fight or finesse my way out by just being nice. Like you would never hit a nice person. And I never wore glasses. I do now. And they're just readers. Michaela de Chatillon says, I think the closest thing we have to karma is that you reap what you sow. Agreed. Because otherwise there's no explanation to why such bad things happen to such kind people. I used to say, and I'm getting a little bit more Catholic as I get older. It's just, I don't know. Sometimes I just go in there and hang my head and light a candle, and I like the peace of it, and I just hope that that's a real thing, and that's, I guess, what faith is. But I don't know how much of that I really have. But whenever I see like St. Jude's and stuff like that, and Danny Thomas, if there was an equivalent of knighting somebody in the United States of America, he would deserve it because he founded that. Ooh, there's a big siren going on outside. Ooh, what's that? I hope it's my landlady, and I hope she's dead. Well, okay, it's gone now. You just heard the Doppler. Wow. Do you guys hear that? Wow. I actually, on the last Hitman record, the song that closes the record is called Love the Assassin. It's kind of the epic on the record. There's 2 very long songs on it, but it's the one that John, my guitar player, brought to me in its infancy. And I said, we got to work on this song because we don't really work on a lot of songs together. I write alone. Jimmy, my guitar player, writes alone, or he and I will write together. John's not that big a writer, but when he does, it's always something really great. And he brought this song, and they were mixing it in Miami with Bob St. John. We didn't produce this record, but he mixed it, and he's a genius. He works with Extreme and Duran Duran and all these Latin artists. He's incredible. The guy's a fucking genius. I've never heard mixes that are as wide as his. They're so fat, like stuff is panned so beautifully. Anyway, where was I? What was the point I was getting to? Oh yeah, so Love the Assassin. So they're down there and they're like, the song sounds great. It just sounds like it starts funny. And I went, oh shit. So in 5 minutes, I assembled this kind of like European, and this is probably cliche, I guess, certainly in terms of metal and hard rock, where there's always these grandiose schemes happening before a conceptual song. And this song is about an assassin, and he writes letters and he signs it Love the Assassin. That's why the title's called Love the Assassin, but it's Love the Assassin. And I don't quote myself, but actually I really like the lyrics of that, because all these high profile people are getting whacked, and he insinuates that they all knew him. They all know who he is. It's just he's hiding in plain sight, which is kind of fun. We assembled this thing, and then it opens up with this. Then there's a helicopter. You could tell that they're looking for this guy. And then there's people walking on the street, and then a door slams, and it goes, "Hello, old friend." And I just sent it to them thinking, whatever. It came back sounding like a Spielberg movie, the way this guy Bob engineered it. It sounds so fucking amazing. I love that guy. Carolyn Martin says, Dirk for president. I can't be president. You know why? Carolyn, think about it. My last name is Kennedy. That'd be the end of me. Everybody's favorite right-wing pundit is here in the house. It's the Topster McDonkey. If karma was real, evil Hildog Clinton would have had a piano land on her head a long time ago. I consider her less evil and more just a grifter. I think that they're just grifters. I just think that's what they are. Except for Whitewater, because, that's possible. And just that, it's like Scientology face. When people have Scientology, they go, they're masking, hiding behind this. Tom Cruise is always laughing. And don't get me wrong, I love Tom Cruise. I love his movies, but Scientology people all tend to hide behind this weird laugh thing. The Oprah thing. It's all this exuberance. It's very odd. And I know a couple of other people in Scientology, and they do the exact same thing. It's crazy. It's like a smokescreen. It's weird. Kyle Pana says, what are you talking about, Topster? Epstein totally killed himself. Boom. Oh, right. That too. I don't know if she was, do you think she was involved in that one too? Wow. Many a caper. Steve McDonald, I wouldn't want to be responsible for punishing anyone. That's a heavy load to carry after. I don't know. If it's a heavy load if somebody, raped and killed your daughter. Not to say something terrible like that, but I think if something that horrific happened to you, I think you'd be able to do it. I think you would be able to do it. I think anybody would be able to do it. Like until it happens to you. It could happen to you. Maybe you'd understand. That's a Mr. North song, which I love. I'm a big fan of their band. That's a great song. It's called If It Happened to You. Because it has to happen to you. You have to walk a mile in anybody's shoes. I've said that about everything that everybody complains about. You got to walk in somebody else's shoes to know. Jim Lassick says, Carolyn Martin, Kennedy O'Malley 2024. I think, yeah. Well, we get a lot of shit done over wine. Like I told you, we've done it. We've solved, like, you ever sit around with your smart friends and go, wow, we just solved the world's problems. We have world peace. It's true. It happens. Bob Sacramento says, at Michaela, but isn't bad things happening to good people? Yeah, it is. It's the opposite of karma. Easy bang a gong, get it on. Actually, that was the power station. Boom, boom, ba, 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 boom, boom, ba, ba, boom, boom, ba, 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 boom, boom, ba, ba. She wants to multiply. Are you gonna do it? I saw them 5 times on their tour, and you know what? Robert Palmer didn't tour. He didn't tour, i.e. last night. They got a guy named Michael DeBar, who was the singer of a band called Detective, and his wife was a very famous groupie, Pamela DeBar. Yeah, he didn't tour with them because he had a big hit with the Power Station album, and then he put out Riptide, which was that giant album of his. So he was like, I'm too big for that, and he didn't do it. Easy bang a gong, did I bang a gong? I did. Listen to how good that sounds. I hope I'm not hurting your beautiful pen, but I gotta say, this cap, which is magnetic, by the way. Look at this. Look at that. It's magnetic. So when you put it on here, I've never seen that before. I guess I've never had a pen this good before. I always have it in my hand like Bob Dole. When I sit at the desk, it's in my hand because I'm a lefty. JBB says John Cale, Dylan Thomas. Easy says Dirk Berg and no, it's Dirk Steen and Ushberg, isn't it? Dirk Steen and Ushberg, LLC. It should be Esquire because it sounds like lawyers. Ray, the machines sometimes make bad machines. Midnight. Oh man, Ray, that movie. I ask people if they've ever seen that all the time because I've seen it 50 billion times. But the machines sometimes make bad machines. There's so many things in that. When he goes around the obelisk the wrong way, the only part I can't handle in that is the cat. Other than that, it's really great. Yeah. Andrew Oakwich, we will all be judged in this life or the next. Well, that would probably be great. You know how many fucking scumbags are because they're just completely fucking devoid of any kind of civility and faith, and I don't care. I don't give a shit who you pray to or anything. It doesn't have to be a god per se. It has to be just the earth or the beauty of nature, or you have to realize that you are responsible for putting out whatever you put out in the universe. You have to understand that that's real. It's tangible. It's a thing. Like that's why I always say hold the door open. And at the end I always cut myself off. I don't time it so well, but who was it that had a great idea? Who was I talking to? Was it Andrew? Was it you, Andrew? Or was it Nathaniel? I forget. But I always go, and don't be a, I have to go, don't be a, and then hit the outro. Because you know what I'm really saying there. Dean, Steve McDonald, 10 pints is my limit. 10 pints, I'd be in the fucking ER. I don't like cider anyway. I don't like anything remotely sweet. Never been a Bulmers, or here it's called Magners. Mark Brooklyn, hi there. Hey, you in Brooklyn. Michaela with Bob Chatillon, right? Bob Sacamano. Bob is what I mean. I believe we reap what we sow. Not that karma is real. No, I think we all got the gist of it. Steve McDonald, my grandfather was from County. Oh, Mayo. I'm guessing that was Mayo. It's a typo. From County Mao, like Chairman Mao. Zildjian is a great choice. All my favorite drummers have always played Zildjian. And then Neil Peart started playing Sabian, which I think is an offshoot of the Zildjian company. I think somebody left Zildjian. But those are, you either play Paiste, Zildjian, Sabian, and that's it. There's a company called Meinl that I think is kind of big in Germany, but I don't know anybody who does that. Steve McDonald says, Dean, everyone I know to drink Rattler ends up in a hedge. Yeah, that shit is dangerous, man. It's very dangerous. Kyle Penna says, Sirens, Law and Order, Special Bashers Unit. There you go, SBU. That's the brand new show. Who do I want on the show? I think the chief of police should be Carolyn Martin, right? She should be running the precinct. I think that'd be a great idea. I think Andrew should shape up all the recruits and get them in line to get it all going. And I think that Sam-led consulting could be the guy that helps people get out of jail, and Jim Lassick could be the guy that brings all the patroos. Andrew says, I sometimes wonder if in a previous life I was a son of a bitch for some of the stuff I've been through. You have to wonder about that. You have to wonder, because I know a lot of people, a lot of friends who believe in reincarnation, and that's, okay, that sounds good. Like, I think that time travel is probably doable. I think faster than light travel is probably doable. I definitely think that there's tons and tons and tons of life on other planets. What it looks like, I don't know, but it's going to be various forms of things close to us and not close to us. It could be non-corporal beings. It could be a lot of different things, energy waves. It could be frequencies. It could be a lot of stuff, but there's definitely going to be carbon-based life out there, which is what we are. So there's going to be some, your nose is here, your arms here. Oh, they'll look just like us. Maybe that's just the way it works. We'll find out, in 1,000 years that when the elements of the universe combine to make carbon-based life, we wind up looking, like evolved apes, which is what we are still sometimes, right? Go Moto Soto. I think Dirk's talk would turn into a chat and last till the wee hours and cover a variety of subjects, and we'd end up in a lifelong friendship. Oh man, thanks for that. Listen, you know, the whole reason Bashers got started was me and Oisin on the phone or up late drinking wine. And it just started as a conversation. I noticed that, and I mentioned Rick Beata the other night. I touch my face too much, and Paul yells at me all the time. And it's true, I do it. It's terrible. It's a terrible tick. He also said that the vet the other night had a very strange tick. He did this, and I didn't notice it because he was so wonderful and amazing. I didn't see that. But he notices people's ticks. He notices club feet. He notices people who walk duck-footed. He notices all the weird, physical abnormality. Not like, infirmness. What's the word I'm looking for? The infirm, not people who have defects or things like that. I don't even know if you can say defect anymore. Right? Probably can't. But he notices when people have ticks, like Molly Shannon does this as her character, and like people who have like whatever. He notices all that shit. I don't ever see that. Like, I'm like, you notice that they had a club foot? Who notices that? Who notices that shit? Who notices that shit? Topster McDonkey says, Evil Hill Dog's body count is insane. Who knows? 60 people connected to their mafia that all killed themselves. Is that true? Are there 60 people connected to her in some way that have committed suicides? I don't know. I never read that. I don't know where you find that, but maybe the dark web. Mark Wild, I've worked for the police for 37 years, and trust me, I believe you. Hey, listen, man, there's a reason why police officers are like 99.999% Republican. There's a reason for it, because the shit that they've seen is just, oh boy, that's a ball of wax. Steve McDonald, this is very true. Sleep in the hedge. Oh, you guys are still talking about the fucking cider. Look up the CNN report from years back. This is from Tobster, where Evil Hill Dog is laughing her nuts off about a case where she got a guy off who loved and hurt until almost R.I.P. a little girl. She's a monster. Yeah, I'm not a fan. I've never been a fan of hers. I love my Pilot High-Tech C pen. Oh, those are nice pens. Andrew says, not me. It must have been Nathaniel. Probably was. We chat sometimes. Scotty H. PayPal. Scotty H. You rule. Thanks, man. The support is greatly appreciated, as this is my job now. I thank you. Ivor, what did you think of Tracy Chapman's performance at the Grammys this year? I think she's a national treasure. I can't imagine for the world why she wouldn't be a bigger name to these kids. Hopefully she will be now. She's a national treasure. I mean, there was a time where we had all these amazing women with guitars. We had Tracy Chapman and Sean Colvin. Man, I loved Sean Colvin. The only one who kind of made it out alive that wasn't country is Sheryl Crow, because she really popped it up and she got smart and she, kind of changed her. She started out with like the Tuesday Night Music Club, and then If It Makes You Happy, and then the Soak Up the Sun later was really poppy. That was like, I'm going to make a super hit. She definitely said, I'm going to write a hit song, because that was like, I heard it, I went, oh, that's a hit song. I knew it. But yeah, Tracy Chapman, national treasure. Mr. Bad Gas is here. I think karma is the sum of your choices in life plus the random chaos of life. Everything else is wishful thinking and personal spirituality. Wow. You should write for a living, my friend. John Palayu. Let me get in there. It's Basher Dirk at gmail.com. Okay. That is the email address by which to send. Let me go find it and post it. That is the email, basherdirk@gmail.com, for all of your photography. So you could send me a message and say hello. That's fine too. I don't mind. Yeah, let me get back to where we were. Did I miss this? I don't want to miss anything. I don't want to miss a thing. Oh, yeah. What about my friend? A couple of you guys, there's a guy, I don't know what his problem is. He just keeps saying some listen, I don't have a lot of trolls going on here. I don't. I'm lucky, I guess, on the YouTube thing. and I have pretty thick skin. I don't really care. But this guy's just like, I don't know what his fucking problem is. Just every show he's got to say, he's the one that said, stop saying Carolyn Martin or Sam the Consulting. You know, like, that's a term of it's endearment, man, because these are special folks. And not that, I don't have one for everybody, but like, like in the beginning, I started doing that because it was like, I had 3 people in the room, and these were people that like really cheered up my day. And he's like, stop doing that and stop singing and stop that fucking bell and stop speaking Italian. I was like, you're a dickhead, and it's like, it just gets so boring to me. So, I have a message for you. You know what? Caro troll, sono appena entrato per dire, per favore, vai da qualche altra parte a portare le tue sciocchezze. Ci sono molti canali su YouTube per il tuo divertimento. Spero che trovi quello che ti dà più gioia. Quindi parlando per intera comunità di iBashers. Buona giornata e fangole. That's all I have to say. And my Italian isn't great, but I work on it. I know it's not perfect, but I'm working on it. Steve McDonald says, this is very true. Sleep in the hedge. Peace and not war. Rattlers want war. Yeah, rattlers want war. Benjamin Netanyahu wants more. He wants more. He wants condos. What is it? What is the lyric I'm looking for? Here's a great lyric. Do I know it off the top of my head? Hold on a second. I'm going to pull this up so I know what it was. And listen, I disagree with this gentleman on a lot of issues, but I agree with him on a lot of issues too. Let me see if I can find the lyrics that I'm looking for in particular. Oh yeah, it's called "What God Wants," and it's by Roger Waters on his amazing album called "Amused to Death," which is another reason why I bonded with the Mr. North guys, because I bought that record. Nobody was listening to Roger Waters at all at that time. Pink Floyd was on the road and they were doing really well. He was playing small places. The song goes, it's called "What God Wants." It goes, "What God wants, God gets, God help us all." And the lyric is, God wants peace, God wants war, God wants famine, God wants chain stores. God wants sedition, God wants sex, God wants freedom, God wants Semtex. And it's was it God wants borders, God wants crack, God wants rainfall, God wants wetbacks. God wants voodoo, God wants shrine, God wants law, God wants organized crime, God wants crusade, God wants jihad, God wants good, God wants bad. It's like it's really funny because everybody thinks a different story for what God wants. It's crazy shit. I don't know. I don't know why. Because war makes money. War makes money, and that's just how it works. Okay, right. Andrew says, we are carbon-based life. Politicians, all carbon must be removed. Attention, all planets of the Solar Federation. Attention, all planets of the Solar Federation. We have assumed control. We have consumed control. It's my sister, Kerry Kennedy. She knows why I can't run for president. Wouldn't be good. Don't get in the Continental. Easy E says, if you walk feet turned inward, IT bands are too tight. This is some technical podiatry things. If you walk very sprightly with heels off the ground, then calves are very tight. My brother is twinkle toes. My sister will attest to that. My brother walks on the tippy toes of his feet. I happen to walk like a caveman, and I didn't know that, but everybody says, "Oh, I could see you down the block because you have a very distinctive walk." And I was like, "I do. I walk like a caveman." So there you go. But my brother's like kind of twinkle toes. Hannah's mom, 75. Hannah's mom. This is my oldest friend on planet Earth. I was like, Hannah's mom. Oh, shit. Hey. I don't know if I can say your real name. I've mentioned you on the show 800 times, but they don't know your your moniker. Kent Deigel says, "Okay, bye." So it wasn't you. It wasn't you. I doubt it. You got a fast car. Hunter's Angler picture. Ray Ray. Check out the Immortal Jellyfish. Check out the Immortal Jellyfish. Who's the Immortal Jellyfish? The band that I love. Every day is a winding road. Yeah. Franco Fiore says, help out Dirk by upvoting. Yeah, because listen, you're in the chats, you set the tone, you tell me what to talk about, and we'll fish it out together because that's how it works. And I love it. Like I said, and I'm talking to you, Topster. I love when shit's not my opinion. I love who doesn't love a challenge? My sister says she loves a challenge too. She does. She does. She could talk a dog. You think I can talk a dog off of meat truck? Holy shit. Don't listen, tell him to eat shit. Well, I kind of just did. Sounds like your first troll, Dirk. I'm sure there'll be many more. I'm so lucky. It's like on 30 Rock, Jenna Maroney, she gets upset because her stalker gives up on her. So she goes to like the chicken wing place where he works, and she's like, Robert, what's happening? He's like, Jenna, I just can't do it anymore. It's really funny. Trolls are people who are only happy if they're making fun of others, feel like less miserable. But listen, it's like, hey man, we got a place you can go, and I'm sure that there's a YouTube channel where they don't speak Italian and they don't break into song, and they don't, any of those things, and that's fine. Mark Sherrod says the Italians come along well. Yeah, I mean, my vocabulary is pretty excellent. It's just that, the verbs are still a thing, coming up with all the different things. The conjugations are really not the problem. Sometimes it's just like when they change the words, that when the word changes completely. I'll get around to it though, because when I live in Italy, Hannah's crazy lady, $9.99. Thank you, darling. I love you dearly, and you know it. Franco Fiore, very well if you ask me. Bravo, Dirk. Tu parlo bene italiano. Grazie mille. No. Non bene. It's terrible, but it's getting there. It's been certainly a lot better than it used to be. It used to be non-existent. I'll never forget the first time I ever went to Italy, 1999. Went with Paul, and he took me to his family's town, and I knew grazie. I thought it was grazie or grazia. Grazie. I didn't know. But we're sitting in, when we stayed in the hometown, we stayed at his mom's cousin's house. Beautiful woman. And I remember we got something to drink, and I'm there with Paul, his mom, his Aunt Gloria, and his cousin. And they're all speaking Italian. And I had such a fucking headache after like an hour, because, it's like, it's like you're in Charlie Brown's classroom, and that just got crazy. Mark Wild says, Mark Wild. So can you imagine the love child of Putin and Clinton? Oh my God. But I'm just going to make a statement here. Like, he would never fuck her. But he's got all those beautiful Russian and Ukrainian ladies. Listen, a beautiful woman. She never was. She never was. He's not here on. This is Dirk Weekdays, kiddos. It's Dirk Weekdays. Hey, I got to clean my lens because I just noticed there's a little bit of anomaly there. Let me fix that. Did that fix it? It did. It didn't. That's awfully strange. It's awfully strange. I just noticed that. Huh. Weird. Sorry about that. Yeah. He doesn't do it on, he only does it on Fridays with me, and he needs a drink, and then he comes and he does this show afterwards. Andrew Olkovich says, take my hand and walk with me in the heart. You'll never know. You'll know I'll never stray. That's beautiful. Whose song is that? Or is that yours? With Lux. I don't know what that means. Carrie's laughing. Simon, that's my brother. Andrew says, oh, he's telling him that we do it on Friday. Yeah, we do it. I've heard $1.99 super sticker. Yeah. Vaughn says, she's under the weather. Might be back on Friday. Yeah. But listen, iBashers is now officially me during the week, Dirk Weekdays, and it has been for a couple of months now, like 4 months. And then Hasheen comes in on Friday nights after he does Who Needs a Drink. Join us then, though. It's always fun and it's always crazy. We usually do have a drink. He's feeling better. Abbott Gruel says, nice pudgy penguin, Ever. Oh, that's cute. Yeah, I didn't see that. Last time I checked, Vladimir had a certified number 20 for a wife. Who knew? Who even knows? He's got that fake palace and, that he didn't pay for. And he's got children. Like, what do his children think of him? I don't know. Mark Gerard says, Dirk, as a fellow Italian, as third language learner, follow my advice and start responses to questions in Italian with allora. I know, yeah, like allora. I almost put allora in there, right? Allora. So then, Mr. Badgas wants a kitty update. I guess you weren't here in the beginning of the show. Everything's going great. She's on a steroid. She's on an antibiotic. She's on she's on potassium, which she fucking hates. And I've been using this stuff for one day called churros. And it was working out like a treat because she loves it. But now she has diarrhea. And I hit the panic button. So hopefully that will be it's because her diet is changing and she's on meds. Jesus. Oh, how did I not realize that? Oh my God. I'm sorry, Andrew. I failed you. Of course, Brother Love Traveling Salvation Show. Of course it is. I fucking love Neil Diamond. He's one of my idols. One of my absolute idols. I couldn't even pick a favorite song of his. I love everything about him. It's impossible. It's impossible. Uh-oh, real name now. Not Bigley on the interweb. Sorry, folks, all new to me. Oh my God, I'm not incognito, Dirk. Never get to catch this live as I'm always in the middle of work. Ciao. My God, that's funny. This is the famous Mimi that I talk about all the time on the show. As I talk about all the people who I love in my life, I mention them, all the time. She's making an appearance. We talked on the phone earlier because I was like, oh my God, she's got diarrhea. Because that's how I am. And she's a cat lady too. Ray, Putin reminds me of Yul Brynner in The King and I. He sure does. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is that time for us to take a look at what people are sending me in the watch world and the anything world, as a matter of fact. Oh, look at this. I didn't see this one. Actually, I usually screen them beforehand, but I didn't. Ladies and gentlemen, incomparable Mr. Jim Lassick and friend having a drink and what looks to be, is it a bluesy? This is a two-tone sub. Look at that. Look at the muscles on that guy. You're in shape, dude. In shape, I have to say. What happened there? Did I just... Oh, sorry. I got to take that off again. I got to remember, it's been a couple of days that I did that. That looks beautiful, man. Oh, I see now. I see what I did. The Wednesday show, Mark Wild. Look at this beauty, man. IWC is a brand that I've not explored very much of, but every time I see them, I just say hi, horology. Absolutely incredible. And listen, people aren't perfect. I thought that they were a German company for the longest time. I know they're right. Like their property is on it's a half a block away from the German border, but they're Swiss. But I actually thought that they were a German company for the longest time. I don't know why I thought that. I don't know, but I did. That's beautiful, man. See, I can't even rattle off the reference on that because I have no fucking idea, but it's beautiful. Their dials are all very large, I noticed. That. Wallace, thank you for the defending me on the interwebs. That was nice of you because it's unnecessary. I don't know what that is. Look at him with his Tudor Black Bay on a NATO strap, looking quite beautiful. I love the gray. You know what? If I was ever to go the Tudor route, because you know what? I talked about last night how much I love the Speedmaster crown because it's substantial. It's a big crown. It's beautiful. Yeah. Look at that. That's beautiful, man. I love it. Hey, Dean, I'll put your comment up in a second, but I made the banana bread and I'm going to give it away tonight and a watch roll. So stay tuned for after the picture section. We will get right on with that. I made it today. And you know what? Oh, shit. Ready? Wait, hold on a second. I made two. I made it went to the top of my loaf pan, but I had some left over. So I said, let me pour a little amount in a dish. It's fucking delicious. It doesn't really taste banana-y, this recipe. It's super crunchy and chewy at the same time. Like the crust is really crunchy. Like the top of it. Man, this is so good, Nathaniel. And you can taste the banana in it as like an afterthought. I used 3 big bananas and they were black. Just like you told me to. I have videos of the whole thing. I'll put it up on my Patreon. Thank you for that. Uh-oh. Looky there. Mr. Elastic with his, that's a platinum rhodium yachty, right? Wow. Woof. That's fucking amazing. That is amazing. I love that watch. I love the Yachtmaster. I think the Yachtmaster doesn't get anywhere near the love it deserves. That's a beautiful watch. Absolutely beautiful. Mm-hmm. Samlet Consulting is showing us his beach move, but thank God he's got shoes on, because you know what? Those beach shots with people with their feet in the beach, I just get super creeped out by it, and I just think it's creating masturbatory material for all the weird feet pervs that are out there. And I'll never understand that because I don't particularly care for feet. I don't really like them. I certainly don't understand them as a erotic thing. I don't get it. I know people do. I get the shoes, a beautiful set of high heels. I get that. Skirts, beautiful hands. I see that because I do like hands, but I just think feet are creepy. I don't know. But thank you for sending that without like the toe action, because I think you're a classy motherfucker. Did I say that? I did say it, right? I just did. Ricky Gervais, you can't say that. Oh wait, I just did. Angelo Minichello with another Dornbluth. This is like crazy. You know, when people are into great watches and you don't know them, this is amazing. Look at that. Chemin de Fer. You got small seconds. And look at that. That is beautiful. That's an oldie fashioned timepiece. German. Die Dornbluth. And Sonne. Look at that. That is a beautiful piece, man. And that's the back. Look at this. High horology, my friends. Wow, that's beautiful. How many people know about these watches? Anybody? I don't know. I mean, I had to look it all up. I'd heard of them, but I didn't know it all that well. I didn't, but I do now. I have to have a bit of I'm off the wagon. You guys all know. I told you. I admitted to it. I'm off the wagon. And I have a glass. I had a nice coffee before. I'm out of the Julius. Oh, Michaela, if you're still kicking around, my sister wanted to send a bag of coffee to a very good friend of hers who's ill, and they're big fans of all things Austrian and Viennese. And I was like, roll the phone. I sent her the link. So she got a beautiful bag of the crema from Julius Meinl, the 5-pound bag, just like you gave me. Thank you so much for that. Grand Seiko action. Look at that dial. What is it with Seiko in the dial? That's freaking beautiful, man. This is a gorgeous watch, man. Can I say that? Oh, shit, I'm not sharing the screen. Shit, I hate that. I hate when I think I hit it and I didn't. Look at that. Oh, man. Is that purple? Look at that. What is going on here? That dial is outrageous. I love this watch. Wow. That is freaking killer, man. Shoot me over the name of that model, so I can have some pornographic material too. That's beautiful, Kyle. Thank you so much for that. Jeff Brown. Oh, look at this. Jeff Brown with a doggy painting. How cute is that? Did you paint that? That's awfully nice. Is that your baby? So cute. Oh, that's Moxie. Oh, Moxie stamps. That's fantastic. $5 US, $5. Can you have stamps made up? Is that a thing? Uh-oh, Carrie's going to find out about that. And she's going to have, that's what a great Christmas gift. Birthday gift. Get like actual US stamps with your, I didn't know that was a thing. Is that a thing? Jeff Brown, incredible. Angelo Minichello. Angelo Minichello. What is this? What are we looking? Oh, looking at your pen. I can't blow this up. I don't know why. It's unblow-upable. Also, guys and dolls, when you get a chance to send your pictures to basherdirk@gmail.com, if you can change, like when I have a picture of the bread I made today, the banana bread. I said full resolution, and then I'm going to show it to you, and it's crazy town how big it is. Oh, look at that. John Paleo. This, and I can blow that up with this Laco GMT made in Germany. That's all these cool German watches, man. Amazing. Looks perfect size for a man like you. Look at that. Look at that watch. Absolutely perfect. Thank you for that. I love that. I love looking at everybody's style. I love the style. What else we got here? Oh, yeah. Was that not John Player? Was I wrong? No, that was James Culver. I'm sorry, James Culver. I apologize to you. I apologize to you. Then we have Mr. Playo rocking his Seamaster 300M, the watch that started it all. Every collection, everybody I know in their collection, it's all because of this watch. Is that the mech or is that the quartz? I think it's the quartz. I mean, my father-in-law has the quartz because that's the first one before they had a mechanical watch was quartz. And you know what? Fuck it. Cool. I don't care what anybody says. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Now, where's the picture I sent? Did it get dumped in the garbage? I sent a picture of the. Oh, here's Dean McKenzie. Let's get him going, and then I'll find the picture. Oh yeah, we've seen this one, right? This is amazing. This is amazing. A tale of two Starbucks, or a tale of two Kermits. You've got, look, one's a Sermit, right? That's what they call it, a Sermit, a Kermit and a Sermit. I don't know if I like that now, but some people call it the Starbucks. I don't think anybody should call it the Starbucks. Though, can I admit to I Instacarted some coffee today, and it's Starbucks, and you know what? It's so fucking amazing. They make an espresso capsule that's so fucking good, and I like it. I'm sorry, I kind of like it. Now, where is the picture I took? I'd have to send it again. Where the hell is it? Seems like it disappeared. Gymnastic. I took a picture of the bread. I'm going to write a number down. So here's going to be the rules tonight. It'll be the last thing of the evening on iBashers Dirk Weekdays, Wednesday edition. I'm going to do 2 rounds. Well, actually, I'll do the first round. The first round will be for the banana bread. And then if you're in the US or Canada, and it's this not because I don't love you, it's because I can't send it. It's illegal to send it abroad. Can't do it. So that's not going to happen. If you're in the US or Canada, just please, and you win, please identify that you're from the US or Canada, and then I'll send you the banana bread tomorrow. And if you aren't, if you are one of our beautiful international folks, you get a watch roll. And that will be great too. So where is... I sent it to myself earlier. Angela says, oops, Dirk sent the wrong pic. I don't know what you mean you sent the wrong pic. You sent me the pen picture. Oh. I'm just looking at the emails, trying to see what happened to the one I sent. I'm wondering why it's not here. I totally sent it. More about trash. Is it in the trash? No, spam. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? I took a picture of the bread, of the banana bread, and I don't see me anymore. It came from me. McDonald, me and no. When is this all 27? It's all today. Where'd it go? It's in my iCloud. So give me 1 second, and I'll get it. Ba-doom, boom, boom. Sign in to iCloud. Do you remember me? Sign in with the password. Okay, now I can show it to you. I don't know where I went. I sent it. This is a banana bread. Look at this. It's beautiful, and I'll blow it up. Oh, it won't let me blow it up. Meanwhile, that's not fair. Oh, yes, it will. Look at that. It's really chewy and crunchy on the outside, and the inside is really lovely and delicious. So, can I ask you a question, Nathaniel? if you're still there, pardon me. If you're still there, does it get a frosting or something on it? I mean, I know it's banana bread. It's lovely and it tastes great and it looks nice, but I also wrapped it up in beautiful paper and stuff. So not beautiful, but just, baking paper. So that's the bread. So let me see what I missed while you guys were chit-chatting. Don't want to lose anybody. Okay, you guys are, there's a lot of chats. Neil Diamond, his sister, Ray. Okay. Just want to get to the big ones. Oh, Nathaniel had $5 U.S. currency. Sir, this is why I told you that you would like it despite not liking other bananas. I do like it. It's delicious. It's really good with a cup of coffee. Man, that would be great. Andrew says, my one cat has a foot fetish. He's rubbing on every foot he finds in the house. Also a thing for shoes. All cats have a thing for shoes. They like to stick there. It's because it smells like you. Kyle Penna says regular Seiko. It's a regular Seiko, but like that dial configuration and stuff. Like there's got to be like some kind of way for me to look that up because that was beautiful, man. Beautiful. Laverne will be on stamps for Christmas cards. I should do that. I should totally do that. I haven't done Christmas cards in ages. I just got lazy about it, Andrew also says, Dirk, get a small toy for Laverne. Or I got her a water fountain today, and she looks at it like, what the fuck is that? Nathaniel again, $5. Also, the crust is baked to taste. I usually take it out a little earlier for softer exterior. That's exactly what I did because it was very brown, and I got a little scared. Okay, kids. So everybody, stop texting. Stop writing notes. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab a piece of paper, and I'm going to write. Let's see. Instead of a number from 1 to 10. I'm going to pick, everybody calm down, banana bread or a watch roll. I'm going to write the name of a European city. And whoever comes up with the name of the European city first gets the banana bread. Hold on, I haven't thought of it, so give me 2 seconds. Dun, 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 dun. And it's not going to be something you wouldn't know. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, I have now written, hold on, it hasn't started yet. I've now written down a city, a town in Europe that most people know about. And I will say it's a destination city. And here comes all the guesses, okay? And I will say it's a destination city if you have a lot of money. Okay, it's not Venice, it's not Barcelona, it's not Paris, it's not Milan, New York, London, Paris, music. Everybody talk about pop music, talk about pop music, talk about pop music, pop music. No, it's not Paris, it's not Monaco. It is a city I've never been to. I've never been there, Bratislava. Yeah, if you want to get chained to a radiator. Bratislava. No, it's not London. It's not Queens. Easy. It's not Zurich. Row of the Tiger says Monte Carlo. It's not Monte Carlo. Notice the smirk. It's not. Pop music. Pop music. Kazakhstan. Pop music. Talk about. Pop music. Oslo. No. Brooklyn. No. Athens. No. 71 people. What happened? We had 100 people in the room. Where'd they go? It's not Geneva. It's not Berlin. I'm going to give you a clue in after this New York, London, Paris music. Everybody talk about pop music. Talk about pop music. Talk about no. Okay, so usually people show up there with douchey yachts. Euro trash. Beaches. A certain kind of tan. That's going to give it away. Close Kent. It was the city that Band de Soleil said the kind of tan you're going to get. You're so close, all of you. Wow, okay. YT, you spelt it wrong, but that's it. Now you guys look at it. Okay. So you are an anonymous person, YT, aren't you? With the YouTube logo and the Saint-Tropez. Okay, everybody stop. He won it. And so send me an email right now to basherdirk@gmail.com. basherdirk@gmail.com. I'll write it out for you. Okay. Pop music. Talk about pop music. Okay, send me an email right now. And I'm going to mail it out to you. If you are in the United States or Canada, you will get the banana bread. If you are not in the United States or Canada, you will get a watch roll. And the second person who said Saint-Tropez, which was, I think it was, oh, wait a second. Did I fuck up? I think I did. I think I did. It would be very suspicious if Carolyn Martin won again. She didn't. But it would have been suspicious, right? Tehran, you're an asshole. Dan. Okay, Carolyn. Vaughn got it. Mark Weil got it. Right under Saint-Tropez. Vaughn. You getting me? You sending me that email? Send me an email. But I just noticed that Vaughn, dearest Vaughn, wrote that. And I'm sure that that's a typo. So are you in this, Vaughn, can you send me an email at basherdirk.com? I'm just going to say, because I didn't see that. And that is, I mean, you spelled it crazy. That's why, but I know what you meant. You definitely meant it. And Claude Talks also said Sand Trip, which is close, but he did it first. So I'm going to say the winners today are YT and Vaughn. So if you could both send me an email and say winner in the description, and let me know which one you are, if you're in the United States or Canada, and the other one will get a watch roll. That would be great. That would be great. I don't see these emails yet. I don't see it. Let's see what else. Sending out an SOS. I can do it all night. I can do it all night too. It's crazy. Ivor, look at this. This is the guy. Congratulations to the winners. Yes. Having a bad day. Missed my super chat. My email. Missed out on a watch roll. Oh, Steve. Send me an email. We'll talk. You're in fucking Wales, though. I should have my niece send you something. She lives in London town. I would appreciate it so much. Did I get these emails? Oh, Vaughn. Okay. You're in Toronto, Canada. Okay, so you can have the bread. Hey, YT, where are you? YT. YT, who doesn't have a name, but I want to get there. See, it's Sontrope. That's the closest one. I will wait until you send me an email because that was wrong too. Nobody spelled it correctly. The first person to spell it correctly, is Mark Wild. He was the first guy to get that right. But let's not be picky about spelling, should we? Vaughn, thank you so much for that. Yeah, okay. So that's the show, kids. 11 minutes over. Thanks so much for joining me on Dirk Weekdays Wednesdays. It's always fun to meet with you and talk the shit. I'll be back tomorrow night. Saint-Tropez is actually a mid-sized city in Spain. Oh, is that right? Is that true, JBB? Then that's wrong. Okay, so I don't feel so bad. Was that wrong? I don't know. We're getting crazy now. But Vaughn wrote Saint-Tropez. He really did. And it's correct. It's absolutely correct. Wait a second. Hurry. Mark Wild. You wrote Saint-Tropez too. Vaughn wrote it twice. Vaughn, let me ask you a question. Yeah, because he corrected himself. So let's not go crazy. I don't go crazy. Winner. Great. So that's a great thing. So a YouTube guy, if I don't hear get an email from YouTube guy, and Mark Wild, you are the winner. Mark, send me an email, please, at basherdirk@gmail.com. If I don't hear from him, then you are the runner-up and you get one. So, and where are you, Mark Wild? Where are you, Mark Wild? Where are you? Anyway, everybody, thanks so much for joining me on this Wednesday night. I can't thank you enough. Love and peace. Remember to hold the door open, say please and thank you. And whatever you do, just don't be a dick. And you know why? Because they might be a super cunt.